To complete our journey through the houses at Hogwarts, we have finally arrived at the Gryffindor house. Now, Gryffindor is the house that we know the most about. It's the house that has the most named characters. Now, how much of that is related to the story and how much of that is related to Godric absolutely cucking Slytherin every single chance he got is beyond my ability to say. What I do know is that I'm going to be mad as hell if this one is just another list of Gryffindors that we know about and not necessarily a genuine top tier list. Anyway, definitely please subscribe before watching. Anyway, alright, let's get into it. This is Stickman Harry again. Definitely subscribe to him. The most powerful Gryffindors explained in detail. Let's go.
Albus Dumbledore. Albus Percival Wulfric. Brian Dumbledore is considered the most powerful Gryffindor in wizarding history. His magical ability was recognized even in childhood, as seen by his unmatched performance in school and early mastery of advanced spellwork. Griselda Marchbanks of the Wizarding Examinations Authority personally oversaw his new teas and stated he did things with a wand she'd never seen before. Dumbledore's most defining magical talent—
I mean, he's gay. He probably did do things with his wand that you've never seen before.
included transfiguration—
I'm gonna be honest, he's probably done things I've never even imagined.
which he later taught at Hogwarts, and charms, where he innovated multiple original spells. His range extended well beyond academics. He was a master of nonverbal and wandless magic, capable of performing high-level enchantments without speaking or even using a wand.
He was also a master manipulator and able to get anybody to do anything that he wanted to and make them feel good about it.
He also demonstrated exceptional control over elemental forces, particularly fire and water. This is most clearly seen in the Department of Mysteries battle, where he repelled
I swear to God, I have tried my best to fix the AI mod.
Voldemort with a combination of water constructs, transfigured objects, and binding magic. Beyond combat, Dumbledore was a master of occlumency and legilimency,
there it is. Boom. Mind control.
allowing him to both protect his mind and read others' thoughts when necessary. He was also a highly capable alchemist, famously partnering with Nicholas Flamel in the discovery of the Philosopher's Stone.
Fair.
During the First and Second Wizarding Wars, Dumbledore led the Order of the Phoenix and was considered the only wizard Voldemort feared. His defeat of the Dark Wizard Gellert Grindelwald in 1945 was a landmark event in magical history.
No, again, wrong one. That is the wrong Grindelwald. I don't like it anymore.
Accomplished without lethal force. His spellcasting in duels was strategic, restrained, and precise. When he conjured a firestorm to repel an army of Inferi in the Half-Blood Prince, it demonstrated not only raw magical power, but advanced knowledge of defensive enchantments and control under pressure. Dumbledore's magical legacy is tied to his mastery of all known branches of magic and his role as a scholar, teacher, and tactician. He is one of the few known wizards to fully understand wand lore, having manipulated the Elder Wand's allegiance and used it with unmatched precision.
Here, manipulated the Elder Wand's allegiance, right? It wasn't originally going to be his.
His skill in every magical discipline, combat, charms, transfiguration, potions, and beyond, marks him as the most complete and formidable wizard to ever come from Gryffindor. Godric Gryffindor.
Okay, hold on. First of all, we're gonna put him above the fucking founder? Are you serious?
Godric Gryffindor.
Look, Dumbledore's good, and I'll give it to you. He's really good. But we're gonna put him above Godric Gryffindor, because, like, listen, I wouldn't put Merlin above any of these guys. I mean, actually, that's not fair. I would put Merlin above all of them, especially because they all refer to Merlin and use his name as though it's like God, right? But I'm not putting Dumbledore above fucking Godric Gryffindor.
Gryffindor was one of the 4 original founders of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry, and the symbolic origin of the house that bears his name. He lived approximately 1,000 years ago, during the early medieval period of the British magical world. Though much about him remains cloaked in myth, key elements of his magical legacy are confirmed in canonical lore. Gryffindor was renowned for his exceptional bravery, boldness in combat, and inclusive values. He was the first known Hogwarts founder to admit Muggle-born students to the school, which set him at odds with Salazar Slytherin, who believed only pure blood wizards should be taught. This ideological split eventually led to Slytherin's departure and the formation—
I know, and he was the only one with the courage enough to stand up to his former best friend, which, to be fair, is a type of courage some people don't have.
Of a long-standing Gryffindor—
It's easy to say fuck you to an enemy, you know? It's really hard to say that to one of your friends.
Slytherin rivalry. In terms of magical ability, Godric Gryffindor was described by J.K. Rowling as the greatest duelist of his time. He was not only a skilled wand user, but also a master swordsman. often choosing to duel with a sword instead of a wand in certain situations.
Well, whenever he was dueling with a muggle, it wouldn't be fair if he used his wand, because he's too powerful, okay? He's got to meet them on their level, beat them on their terms, really humiliate them.
An unusual practice that demonstrates...
If he just whipped out his wand and blew him apart, then it's like, okay, well, of course he won. But if he fought me on my terms, I could have kicked his ass. No, 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 no. I'm going to pick up a sword, and we're going to do this right now.
Both his physical and magical prowess. This sword, now known as the Sword of Gryffindor, was goblin-made and enchanted to absorb that which makes it stronger. Over the centuries, it absorbed basilisk venom and became a key artifact in the destruction of Voldemort's Horcruxes. Godric was also instrumental in the enchantment of the Sorting Hat. Originally his own hat, it was magically imbued by all 4 founders with the ability to assess a student's character and assign them to the most fitting house. This feat required advanced enchantment, magical cognition, and long-lasting sentience.
And a lot of help, probably, from Rowena Ravenclaw.
An exceedingly rare magical combination. Though Godric Gryffindor's exact spellwork is undocumented, the magical artifacts and legacy he left behind confirm his status as one of the most powerful wizards in history.
But we're putting him below fucking Dumbledore, probably just because we have more feats for Dumbledore.
His contributions to magical education, dueling, and artifact creation place him at the foundation of Gryffindor House's core values: courage, determination, and strength in the face of adversity.
Wait, you're telling me that the core values of the founder of Gryffindor House ended up aligning weirdly with the core values of Gryffindor House? That's weird.
Minerva McGonagall. Minerva McGonagall was one of the most...
All right, legitimately one of my favorite witches, if I'm being completely honest.
...disciplined and magically accomplished witches of the 20th century.
Yeah.
Sorted into Gryffindor House in the 1940s, she quickly distinguished herself as the most talented student in her year, achieving top marks in both her OWL and NEWT examinations. Her strengths were evident in Transfiguration,
It's literally called a nastily exhausting wizarding test. Oh my god, I never read that before.
chosen specialty, and she later returned to Hogwarts as the school's Transfiguration professor and head of Gryffindor House. McGonagall became a registered animagus at a young age, taking the form of a tabby cat. Becoming an animagus is extremely advanced magic, requiring complex potions, precise transformation rituals, and ministry registration. She completed this feat independently, without a support group like the Marauders, highlighting her singular focus and raw magical skill. Her command of Transfiguration was considered second only to Albus Dumbledore. She could seamlessly transform inanimate objects and living beings with accuracy and control. During the Battle of Hogwarts, she animated the entire castle's suits of armor and stone guardians using the spell Pure Totem Locomotor.
Damn right.
Not just spell knowledge, but battlefield-level magical coordination. McGonagall was also proficient in charms. She could cast a corporeal Patronus, a cat, and once summoned 3 of them simultaneously to deliver messages across Hogwarts. This act demonstrated not only spellcasting precision, but emotional clarity and magical stamina.
Oh, damn.
As the Patronus charm...
I've never known of anybody being able to, conjure more than one.
...is tied to a wizard's emotional state. She was a skilled duelist...
And she's a woman, so she's got 3 different emotional states. You know, that's fair, all right? It's all coming together. It's all lining up. All right. I'm tracking.
Of holding her own in combat. She fought alongside Kingsley Shacklebolt and Horace Slughorn against Lord Voldemort during the Battle of Hogwarts, managing to survive and counter his spells in a 3-on-1 confrontation. Prior to that, she engaged Severus Snape in direct magical combat, matching him spell for spell until he fled. In rare but notable moments, McGonagall demonstrated knowledge of the dark arts. She successfully cast the Imperious Curse on Amicus Caro, a known Death Eater, to maintain control over the school and prevent harm.
She's not above. Oh, goddamn. All right, shit.
This confirmed her theoretical and practical understanding of unforgivable spells, which she used sparingly and with strategic intent.
But she did know how to use them, and that's the important thing, right? You can't keep this knowledge from young witches and wizards simply because it could be dangerous. You need to teach it to them so that they know.
Minerva McGonagall exemplifies the Gryffindor qualities of courage, leadership, and determination, backed by deep academic knowledge and practical battle readiness. Her power stemmed not just from talent, but from restraint, judgment, and an unshakable sense of duty. Sirius Black. Sirius Black was one of the most naturally gifted wizards of his generation, displaying advanced magical ability from an early age. Sorted into Gryffindor despite being born into the pure-blooded Slytherin-aligned House of Black, Sirius rejected his family's elitist beliefs and embodied the Gryffindor traits of defiance and courage. His early mastery of
he was ostracized from House Black simply because he was put into Gryffindor, right? Like, pretty sure that's what he just said.
difficult magic placed him ahead of most of his peers at Hogwarts.
Yeah, okay, all right.
At just 15 years old, Sirius became an unregistered animagus, transforming into a large black dog.
Yeah, but he had to have help from his friends.
Transformation is not only magically advanced, but legally regulated due to the complexity and risks involved. Unlike most adult wizards who undergo years of preparation with ministry supervision, Sirius and his fellow marauders learned to complete the animagus process in secret, suggesting a deep grasp of magical theory, transfiguration, and potion making. He was highly competent in multiple fields of magic. In addition to transfiguration, he was skilled in nonverbal magic, defensive spells, and dueling.
Okay.
He demonstrated this during the Department of Mysteries battle in Order of the Phoenix.
That's probably not the one to show. Maybe I would have shown a different battle, because that's the one where he died.
Where he fought on equal footing with Death Eaters, including Lucius Malfoy. Though eventually
yeah,
killed
but
by
Lucius
Bellatrix
Malfoy's a
Lestrange,
bitch.
one of the
Lucius Malfoy's like the biggest pussy of all of the Death Eaters. What?
most dangerous Dark Witches of the time, Sirius showed speed, precision, and confidence in battle. Sirius also exhibited exceptional magical resilience. After 12 years in Azkaban, a prison that strips most
After 12 years in Azkaban, the man was broken. He was
inmates of sanity and
he did his waiting.
magical strength, he was still capable of complex transformations and evasive magic. He is the only known person to have escaped from Azkaban without external help,
Oh,
doing
okay,
so
all
by
right,
using
that's
his
cool.
animagus form to fool the Dementor's detection. Sirius was also a powerful spellcaster with a practical knowledge of charms and defensive enchantments. During the First Wizarding War, he served in the original Order of the Phoenix, engaging in missions that required stealth, combat, and magical infiltration. Despite his
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're already crazy, what's Azkaban gonna do? You know what I mean?
personal recklessness and emotional volatility,
The asylum doesn't work if I'm comfortable in a straitjacket.
his magical ability was never in doubt. Though he lacked formal advancement due to imprisonment and exile, Sirius Black's demonstrated skill in transfiguration, battle magic, and magical theory firmly place him among the most powerful Gryffindors in canon. His strength was amplified by his bravery and willingness to challenge not just enemies, but deeply embedded social norms in the magical world. Peter Pettigrew.
Absolutely.
Peter Pettigrew, also known by his marauder nickname Wormtail, is often dismissed due to his cowardice and betrayal, but his magical capabilities
Another
place him among
huge
the most
bitch, I'm
powerful
just being honest.
confirmed Gryffindors, based strictly on
He's a dirty rat.
demonstrable magical skill, not moral character. Despite being perceived as the weakest among his school peers, Pettigrew accomplished several complex feats that even many adult witches and wizards never master. As a student at Hogwarts, Pettigrew became an animagus without ministry supervision, transforming into a rat. Though it took him longer than Sirius Black or James Potter, the ability to complete the animagus process is itself significant.
Okay, wait, so all of them became, like, they were all animagus because, I guess because Lupin was a werewolf and they didn't want him to feel bad?
It required master
But I didn't realize that all three of them were fucking animagus. I knew he turned into a rat, but I didn't think that was an animagus thing. I thought it was just like a spell transfiguration. And I didn't realize that James was any of those.
during long-term potion use, advanced transfiguration, and maintaining a stable magical form. The Ministry considered this type of transformation dangerous enough to enforce legal registration. Pettigrew's aptitude extended to dark magic. While in service to Lord Voldemort, he demonstrated skill in spell work that went far beyond standard curriculum. Most notably, he helped craft the rudimentary body potion that sustained Voldemort in a non-corporeal state, and later brewed the regeneration potion that restored Voldemort's full body in Goblet of Fire.
Okay.
These potions involved rare magical ingredients and complex rituals under tight magical constraints. He also assisted Barty Crouch Jr. in brewing the Polyjuice potion, which requires month-long preparation and is only taught at NEWT level or above.
Fucking damn it! I swear to this Newt test thing is fucking crazy to me. It's like renaming the SATs to LATs, right? Like long ass test. Like what the fuck is this?
His command of high-level potion making, especially under secrecy and pressure, confirmed
Yeah, no, we don't really we don't know that much about James. We know he was an asshole in school. We know that he liked redheads. We know that he had friends, and we know that he died. That's about it as far. Oh, and we know that his family was rich.
Confirms that he was more competent than he appeared during his time as a student. Pettigrew was also capable of advanced spellcasting. He cast Avada Kedavra successfully, a spell that requires immense magical focus and intent to kill. He also used the Blasting Curse with lethal force in 1981, killing 12 Muggles and leaving a 40-foot crater in a London street. This single spell not only caused mass destruction, but fooled the entire magical community into believing Sirius Black was the culprit for over a decade. While his emotional weakness, moral collapse, and reliance on stronger figures like Voldemort mark him as a deeply flawed character, these traits do not negate his technical magical ability. Peter Pettigrew's inclusion on this list is not a celebration of his choices, but a recognition that his magical skills, especially in dark magic, transfiguration, and potions, surpass those of many wizards more celebrated for their courage. Remus Lupin. Remus Lupin was a highly gifted wizard whose abilities were often overlooked due to his condition as a werewolf. Despite
I couldn't marry my best friend's sister, man, because like we've been friends for a long time. So I watched I do have a best friend who has a sister, and I watched her grow up from like a little girl. She's like my sister. I could never do it.
Despite facing stigma and physical challenges, he excelled academically at Hogwarts, becoming a prefect and co-creator of the Marauders map, an enduring magical artifact capable of tracking every person within the castle. His restraint in the face of bullying and his rejection of dark magic showed early maturity and control.
Rejection of dark magic turns into werewolf and kills people. Great,
Lupin's
awesome.
strongest area was defensive magic. As defense against the dark arts professor, he was widely praised for his teaching, guiding students through advanced spells such as Patronus Conjuration.
No, guiding one single student through that spell. He didn't teach the rest of the class, it was one. He taught one fucking person that, and it was because he had to.
Which he helped Harry master. His own Patronus, canonically a wolf, symbolized his internal conflict and strength. In combat, Lupin was a proven duelist, fighting in both wizarding wars alongside elite allies like Moody and Shacklebolt. He battled Death Eaters at the Department of Mysteries and fell during the Battle of Hogwarts. Even with lycanthropy affecting his magical stability, he demonstrated precise control, battlefield awareness, and tactical spell use. Lupin's power came from skill, discipline, and deep magical knowledge, making him one of Gryffindor's most quietly formidable wizards. Harry Potter. Harry Potter may not have been the most technically refined wizard, but his instinctual magic, resilience, and battlefield results make him one of the most effective.
Dude was literally bred for battle. Like he was born to die.
He showed signs of strong magic early, teleporting, vanishing glass, and resisting mental intrusion.
That's not even like signs of strong magic. Like there's what? Teleporting glass. Fuck that. No.
At 13, he produced a corporeal Patronus, a rare and difficult feat. His strength lay in live combat. Harry defeated a basilisk with help from Gryffindor's sword, resisted the Imperious Curse, and fended off Death Eaters using consistent, reliable spell work. Expelliarmus, Stupefy, Protego, executed under extreme pressure. He demonstrated limited
Also, I like how he's just using the Hogwarts Legacy game fucking spell sprites for this.
verbal magic, resisted legilimency, and survived Cruciatus torture. Harry's final duel with Voldemort showcased his strategic thinking and disarming skill, culminating in the Elder Wand's allegiance shifting to him. He chose not to kill his opponent, which spoke to his restraint, not weakness. Though less academic than Hermione or versatile as Dumbledore, Harry's real-world application of magic, emotional resilience, and repeated success in combat confirm his power. He was forged in war, and his magic reflected that. Practical, instinctive, and unshakably brave.
Yeah, and you know, I agree with you, Stormy. He's never fucking done anything on his own except the Patronus Charm. The problem is, he didn't do the Patronus Charm on his own either, because he got special training with the knowledge that they probably don't want me teaching this to you. And in addition to that, it felt very forced. It didn't feel like he had to actually work to learn that spell. It was, oh, there is this one thing, but I don't know. I don't know if it's really, like, powerful enough. I don't know. Is it strong? Definitely. It's definitely strong. And he did it, like, second fucking try. It's the stupidest goddamn thing. It's just as forced as his relationship with Jenny.
While Gryffindor produced some of the boldest and most powerful wizards in history, one man stood on the opposite side of the house rivalry. haunted, complex, and arguably more skilled than all of them. To understand true mastery of magic and what it cost him.
All right, yeah, cool. So I don't necessarily disagree with any of those. I think that a couple of the additions are there just because we know that they're fucking Gryffindors. But that was true with all of them, I think, to some degree, because ultimately there is only so many characters that we have named, that we have an actual story for, that we have feats that we can point to their power level. So I'm not really sure what I was expecting, but it's probably about the list that I was expecting to see on here. I don't like that Hermione and that Neville isn't on here. I don't like that there's probably some other powerful people that aren't on here too, but that's okay. That's fine. It's not really all that big of a deal.